All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, double honors to Apostle Elders in New York, GMS, and salutation to y'all around the world that's teaching the truth. Putting your lives on the line for it. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bungada with Chicago Branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and speckled birds that scatter abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their father's paternal bloodline go back to Israel. We are not affiliated with any extreme groups, not any black identity extreme groups or any other groups. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. We're not affiliated with any other Islamic groups. So I meant to show this in the previous video. So just gonna show you how Esau he knew that Yahawashi was so-called black man. All right, and just show you how basically Issachar was down there worshiping the god of commerce. Not Quetzalcoatl. We all know Quetzalcoatl is Yahawashi. Those in the know. All right, so they worship a god of commerce. He's also dark skin. They have him depicted as a dark skinned man. All right, so-called black man. All right, dark skinned man, basically. All right, dark is dark, whatever. It showed how slick Esau is, man. How desperate he was, because they began to question Catholicism. And they go back to following the old ways anyway. Catholicism or anything, it's all adultery, man. It's not the true teaching of the scriptures as it says, man. All right. And so to show how Esau, he knew with the scriptures, again, Esau knew according to scriptures that Yahawashi is so-called black man. So they made a wood carving of Yahawashi and brought to the natives to bring them back to Catholicism. All right. But that was wicked as hell, anyway. But the point is that Yahawashi is a so-called black man, Negro, all right, from the tribe of Judah, all right. And Judah, southern kingdom, are dark skinned, all right, so-called black people, majority of them, all right. So we go right here.
Spanish settlement called San Andres Apostol, also known by its indigenous name of Otatitlan, which may mean either the place of the tamarind trees or the place of the bendable bamboo. The sculpture immediately attracted pilgrims and helped convert the remaining natives in the region to Christianity. The Cristo remained in the church of San Andres Apostol until it was moved to the town of Chacaltanguis in 1838 for 2 years. Since 1840, it has remained in Otatitlan. Why was the image of Jesus black? Why were these 3 special Christ statues sent to these 3 specific places? Guatemalan anthropologist and writer Carlos Navarrete has an interesting theory regarding the complexion and placement of these carvings. He noticed that the Spanish installed all 3 of these dark Cristos at key spots in ancient overland trading routes of the Pt.2, the class of Aztec traveling merchants which connected far-flung parts of Mesoamerica through commerce. For more information about the Pt.2, please see Mexico Unexplained episode number 102. The commission to create the Black Christ statues came from the highest levels of the Spanish government. The king and his advisors knew what they were doing. A few generations after the Spanish conquest, many indigenous people throughout New Spain were starting to question Catholicism. They were becoming curious about their ancient religions, the belief systems of their grandparents and great-grandparents, and some...
They was breaking from the spell of Catholicism. So you show how slick Esau is, man, how snake he is, man. All right. Because they wasn't teaching the true doctrine of Yahawashi. All right. But they knew that Yahawashi was a dark-skinned man. And so it's the god of commerce that Issachar worship, also a dark-skinned man. It showed what Esau did, how desperate he was, man, that he had to tell the truth of what Yahawashi looked like, man. All right. But he did it for the benefit of Issachar, man. He did it for the benefit to keep Issachar under the spell of Catholicism. All right.
parts of the Spanish Americas, the clergy felt their hold slowly slipping away. How could the Spanish strengthen the church's position in its colonies? The answer to that question varied depending on the region and the circumstances. If Navarrete's theory is correct, the three black Christs not only went to strategic areas, the black color of the statues was very intentional. As previously mentioned, these three places, Chalma, Esquipulas, and Otatitlan, were very important way stations or hubs on the old overland trading routes. As such, they were also sites that included pre-existing shrines to the dark-colored god of trade and travelers called Pt.2. In the language of the Aztecs, Nahuatl combines two words, Yacatl, which means nose in English, and Tecutli, which means Lord. So this god's name literally means Lord of the Noses. It was said that the god could sniff out bargains, and he used his nose to point the traveling merchants in the right direction.
Yep, and you can see it with that god, that false item. All right, because you know reading scripture says what Yahawashi was crucified. All right, so Esau seen that image, took advantage of it. They was losing grip with Catholicism, so they Esau, man, snake. All right, so they basically was losing the grip, so they actually brought they made a wood carving, and they actually colored. I'm talking about the color of this color, the skin color. Actually, the actual, as the scripture describes Yahawashi as what? A dark brown man. All right, so-called black man. All right, so that's how desperate Esau was to keep Issachar on the spell of Catholicism or Christianity, man. All right.
Direction in their journeys. The god was worshipped wherever merchants stopped for the night, so key places on the trade routes had small shrines to Pt.2. Before turning in for the evening, merchants would bundle together sticks and put blood from their earlobes on the bundles as offerings to the god for nighttime protection from bandits and predatory wild animals. In iconography, Pt.2.
All right, so all right, so that's it, man. The main point is that Yahawashi, the one everybody knew called Christ, was a so-called black man, Negro, the tribe of Judah. Negroes, man, dark-skinned people, man. All right, that's the main point, man. And Esau, you gonna pay for that, man, because you ain't revealed the true image of Yahawashi for truth's sake. All right, you brought it out to keep our people in Mexico, our brothers from tribe of Issachar, on your Christianity, on the spell of your Christianity, man. All right, so shalom.